Oh,
right,
love you,
sure.
Kevin. Looking good, too.
Yeah.
Hey, sweet outfit.
I love you.
Oh, thank you,
We
Kevin.
love
He's
you.
so sweet.
I love you,
You're so
Kevin.
sweet, man.
From the heart.
That's all, guys.
From the heart.
That's it?
Beautiful.
No,
Good
no,
one.
I'm going to send you guys over some milk and cookies.
Oh, thank you, Kev.
Aw.
Thank you.
We're
Too
just
kind.
love and move.
That's really nice
All
of
right.
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank
guys.
you.
I'm going to send you over something, too.
Well,
Yeah.
don't do a good gesture after mine. Okay?
All right.
Mine sit. Okay?
Just like the junket was your idea to have it here.
Kevin, who's your stylist? I gotta get with that person.
Today's theme was drug dealing.
Well done.
Wow. Woo. Good seeing you guys.
You too.
Good
And the
to
film
see
is
you.
awesome.
Thank you.
Yay.
It's a great adventure film.
Thank you.
Nice.
And Awkwafina, what source material did you use to be such an awesome DeVito?
Oh man. Well, yeah. I mean, I played a couple different characters in it, but you know, yeah, it's a bit of a.
I don't know.
I say let it rip.
All right,
Just let
yeah,
it
you know
rip.
what? You know what? I think when you're coming into Jumanji and especially for me, I hadn't been in the first one. I think a big thing is studying that person's body of work, but then also studying who they are in the movie. So we were able. So
Right.
Jake was able to show us footage of stuff that they already did. So it's important to get both. But it was really fun. Really.
Right. You need to know who he is now.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
necessarily what he was like in 1978.
Right. Or if he wasn't born yet,
Right.
19.
Although, if you're playing the spirit of DeVito now in a younger body, you could argue that no, it could be the
It
DeVito
could
from
be.
'78 in the classic
or
Taxi.
Because
Taxi.
the other one is, you know.
It's a
not-
tricky thing
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you're
yeah.
talking about avatars and
Yeah.
You know what is also tricky is I'm wondering what's your fascination about going to space? When you want to do a movie in space?
Do you know that my mom was an aerospace engineer and she actually worked on some of the Apollo missions? And maybe that's why. Maybe I inherited it from my mom. She's a big space head, space nut. And I've always been fascinated just by the enormity of the universe. So maybe that's why I just want Jumanji to go to space to scratch my own, you know, astronomical itches.
Got it.
That doesn't sound right. Astronomical itches?
Astronomical
Okay.
itches.
That's why I didn't end up becoming an astronomer. I'm not quite smart enough. But
What if you had The Rock's body
Yeah.
and all the films that you did in the past, you
Yeah.
used his body to be in those films? What would that look like?
oh,
Look like?
if I had The Rock's body,
In all the films that you made.
well,
Nacho Libre.
First thing I do is just get naked and look in the mirror for a while, flex, bend, stare at my junk, jump in the pool. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I do. Just explore my body. I go running naked on the beach for a while. And then what? But the question, I guess, is what would I do in the movies differently? I don't know. I don't think I'd be cast in the same roles. It'd be a whole different career. But interesting question. Pass.
You already answered it.
I
Pass.
already fully answered.
I gave you a lot of content. None of it was what you wanted. Pass.
Okay. What's the? They always say this, but what is the true message of this film? What does it say to everybody? What is it supposed to say to everybody?
Me?
For you.
Oh, okay. So I think this is a message of forgiveness. And we've got these two older men who are in a bit of a emotional rift and they haven't spoken in years and they get sucked into the game. And I think the theme is learning how to forgive each other because life is short and there's no point in holding grudges. And also to be comfortable in your own skin.
Yeah.
And we learn that through being in the skin of other bodies. I think that we sort of forget that life is so short and we hold all of these unnecessary grudges out of ego and we don't want to back down
Yeah.
when really we just need to step outside of the situation, let our ego go and really do what's right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. It was such
Thank
an
you.
awesome film to watch, and you guys were all awesome
Oh,
and
thank
changing
you.
over voices and everything. So excellent.
Thank you so much.
I
you.
hope I gave you the right enough. Of
It was
an
okay.
answer.
It was okay.
I would also I would spread Jergens lotion all over myself just to see how I glistened.
Where are you going
How
with
my
this?
muscles glistened in the night.
Okay. Did we get that?
Did you get that too? I'm sorry. I
Thank-
shouldn't have gone back. Why did I
You
go
went
back?
back and made it
We were
worse.
done. We were done with that.